Hey Brent, did you see what I got?
Oh, what'd you get?
I got my late Christmas present.
Oh, you got your...
Yes, I got my late Christmas present. I got my new lens, which is a wide-angle zoom, and we can talk about that a little bit more and at a later date when we do our next equipment update. Well, recording equipment anyways. Today we're going to go back inside and we're just going to reflect a little bit about 2021.
And some of the highlights of our year.
Yeah, basically a lot of people are putting 2021 down, but I didn't think it was all that bad.
We've got a lot of highlights. There were obviously a few lowlights, but we're just going to give you a year in review of 2021 from our eyes.
Because it wasn't the worst. It wasn't the best, but it wasn't the worst. Yeah. All right, we'll get to it. We're trying out this new lens, so I've got it on the monopod right now and I'm holding it up. I think we're going to have to change the position of it.
We'll probably have to push it back a little bit.
It's a little too close. Bailey came along for the... She wants to be in this too. So, year in review, 2021. Let's start off with the mods that we did this year.
Yeah, we had quite a few actually. The highlight I would say is the bathroom.
Yeah.
Changed out the sink and faucet in there for a pedestal sink and I guess a waterfall faucet,
Yeah.
you could call it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's not pedestals. It's a...
Oh, not a pedestal, vessel sink. Sorry,
there we
go. A vessel sink and a waterfall faucet.
Here's some pictures or some video clips on that. The bathroom transformation is complete. The stainless steel sink is gone. We have this lovely sink that we put in. We did the wallpaper and I painted out the cabinets. The other thing we did inside the trailer was all the painting and wallpaper we did.
The paint and wallpaper, that was a huge job, yeah. I basically took everything apart. Miriam painted everything and put up wallpaper, shiplap, and some of it looks like birch trees. So it was a nice change to lighten the mood, or lighten the ambiance of the entire trailer.
Yeah, come in from the door. We've done our bedroom door. Painted it out, same color as the bathroom. That's really close. And we've painted out all the cabinets.
All the doors are done. A little bit of trim.
And the next thing to go is going to be these blinds behind us. Okay, Bailey, you need to stop.
She's still a chewer.
Yeah, she's chewing on me and it kind of hurts. Outside the trailer, you did something with the pull valves?
I put a pull valve on a gate valve on the exterior drain. So if we're ever boondocking and I need to equalize the gray tanks, I can just pull both grays and they will balance out themselves. In addition to that, I put brand new, or not brand new, well...
They were new.
New valve pull handles. And Miriam's got a couple pictures of that, and she'll show a clip of that. And I think that was one of my biggest, or one of my favorite mods for the year. It was such a basic one, but...
And it was cheap.
It's something that we use on a weekly basis, or at least I use on a weekly basis, which I find very helpful. All finished. It took a whole 4 or 5 minutes to do all three. And I'll show you what they look like.
and you can have your fingers on any angle. Put it above or below. Doesn't matter. They're solid. They've got Loctite in all three of them. So that's this thread locker.
We got new leaf springs.
New leaf springs and wet bolts and new tires right before our big trip to the Yukon.
No.
Actually, no, it was right before our big trip to the
summer.
first Canadian Grand Design campout.
Okay, well, we'll talk a little bit about that in a minute. I'm going to change out this, what we're doing here.
Okay.
And get Bailey off of me. So before we did the Grand Design campout, we went horseback riding.
At Lake Louise.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. It was really great.
That was a nice little stopover on our way up to the Spruce Grove Rally.
And while we were at Spruce Grove, we did a little talk, which they were treating us like celebrities. We don't consider ourselves.
It was so cool. It was nice to meet lots of people that we chatted with on Facebook and some of the Grand Design groups, and they actually wanted us to do a little talk on full-time RVing,
Bailey off.
which they wanted to give us. They wanted us to do a chat on full-time RVing. And we were more than happy to help out.
Good afternoon, Canada. We are daring to dream. We live in our Grand Design Reflection 315 RLTS, and I got it right. I always mess it up. Full time. With our two dogs, Maddie and Wrigley, who are chilling inside the trailer. So.
And on our way back to home base, we encountered something that was called a heat dome.
That was nasty. We started having issues with our fridge at the Spruce Grove campout, or rally, whichever you want to call it. And it was not good. We started to try all kinds of different things to get the fridge to work properly. And it finally gave up the ghost and was sitting at almost 60 Fahrenheit for about a week. So we basically lost everything in our freezer. Mm-hmm. Anything in the fridge that was salvageable, I put into a couple of coolers, and we bought lots of ice.
Yeah.
And the truck was reading 46 Celsius at one point.
Yeah,
when we were in Vernon.
Yeah, that was terrible. Like, I didn't even want to let the dogs walk across the roadway there, and I was even really worried about Maddie at the time, so I was putting cold towels on her to try and keep her cool. Good morning.
Good warm morning.
We had the AC on pretty much all night last night. It was so hot. Anyways, 9:30 in the morning, and yeah, it's already hot. We went down to a low of 25 last night is what they said, and I saw a post on Instagram comparing the lower mainland, like the Vancouver area, up in the 40s.
Yeah, they were getting to 40.
Yeah, and Cabo San Lucas was 30 degrees. So that's just how crazy hot. And yesterday, I mean, our fridge is sitting so warm, we put all our perishables into coolers with ice. Wrigley seemed to be okay. Maddie wasn't handling the heat very well.
Yeah, well, she 14 at the time, so yeah, she was not happy.
Yeah, anyways, so that was the extreme heat that we had. And Lytton, town in BC, the entire town burnt down. It was really quite tragic. Following that, in November, we had what they called atmospheric rivers. Did I say that right?
Yes. Yeah, that's where it was, I believe, early to mid-November.
It was It started on the Sunday after we got Bailey, so it was right after the Canadian Remembrance Day.
That's the American Remembrance Day as well, honey.
Oh, okay.
November 11th, Armistice Day. Anyways, yeah, it was nasty. The 3 of the major highways leading to or from Vancouver, for that matter, were basically wiped out. Literally wiped off the face of the earth. And it took crews working 24/7 about 3 or 4 weeks to get any of them opened up because there was flooding.
Yeah. So and there were slides.
Slides, mud
so
slides.
So the first one to open was Highway 3, and then they had to actually build new bridges on Highway 5, the Coquihalla Highway.
Mm-hmm.
And
I believe on Highway 1 as well, the Trans
Yeah, I don't think it's open yet.
Yeah, it is. It is, yeah.
I don't know. I lost track.
It's open to 1 lane each way, I do believe. Mm-hmm. But yeah, the highways in the lower mainland of British Columbia were totally devastated.
Yeah, and then Abbotsford was totally flooded. The what was once a lake returned to being a lake because the dike failed, and then the Nooksack River in the U.S. was also flooding. So it was really a horrible, horrible few weeks there.
Yeah, it's been a nasty year for weather in general.
And then following that took us just about to Christmas. And then Christmas...
Actually, it was Boxing Day, I think, the cold snap hit.
Well, we had a white Christmas.
Yeah.
So it was cool.
It started snowing, the night of the 24th, I believe. And it was nice for Christmas Day. And then on the 26th, the cold snap hit. Mm-hmm. And our water froze.
Yeah, so... We went from one extreme to another.
Yeah, we went from heat to cold to freezing cold, and now we've got our water back.
Yay! Only lost it for a week.
Yeah, lost it for 7 days, so I was hauling water jugs for 7 days, and yeah, it makes you appreciate running water.
We just had to pivot a little bit.
Yes.
And Brent got a workout. Mm-hmm. Several workouts.
Yes.
I took the empty jugs out there and filled them for him a couple times. Mm-hmm. Couldn't carry them back in. They were big. So aside from the weather, we lost our Maddie this year. Mm-hmm. And my daughter and Brent had a necklace. I don't know if you can see that there. A little necklace. It's got an M on it, and it's got some of her ashes inside of it. So that was special. Anyways, whew. Sorry. So we lost her in August. And then Wrigley, Brent, and I embarked on a trip to the Yukon in the fall.
That was a long, memorable trip. Yeah, it was definitely worth it. We couldn't go to the States due to COVID and restrictions and such.
Yeah.
But we went up to the Yukon. I visited a bunch of old friends that I haven't seen in, some of them, 20 years.
Yeah.
And that was enjoyable.
That was a good catch up.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys talked for hours and hours.
Yeah.
Brent stayed up past his bedtime. And so I got my new sticker.
Yeah.
And we saw the KID sign.
That was a big highlight of our trip as well.
Yeah. Here's some clips on that. Fall trip, we lost our camera lens / we broke it.
Yeah.
In Dawson Creek.
The winds in Dawson Creek were not on our side. We had the camera set up on the tripod. We were taking some pictures, put it on a timer, walked about 20 feet away, and by the time we turned around, the camera was...
It's like, no! But we have a new lens, so that's a good thing.
Yeah, so our lens got crushed.
Well, it didn't get crushed, it just...
It internally shattered.
It did a face plant.
At least it was only the lens that got damaged and not the camera.
So that's a good thing. We got a new lens now. Mm-hmm. You can see all of our fall video in our season season 7 playlist. That was hard to say. So, and then we topped up our year also in November. We picked up our Bailey.
Yeah, we've got a new pooch.
Our
Her name is
Boo.
Bailey.
Bailey Boo. She's back, so Boo. So we're looking forward to 2022 and what that season might bring.
Oh, it can't be any worse than the last 2 years that we've been dealing with.
Yeah, hopefully Omicron gets a kick in the backside out of here, and everyone gets their immunizations to get us past this point. Brent and I are still waiting for a notification to get our 3rd shot, our booster. And yeah, beyond that, we'll see you next week.
Give us a thumbs up if you like what you see.
Don't forget to subscribe.
Ring that bell for notifications.
Bye for now. And today we're going to talk about... I'm about to get fit. Tate's chewing on my feet. Go, Bailey. Go lie down. Go play with Wrigley. Now that we got the dogs settled down.
Yeah, now that they're just crunching. Not jumping.
They're not jumping on me, not chewing on me, so I give them something else to chew on. Okay, Matt, Wrigley, Bailey, way you go. Come on. No. Go. Bailey, go lie down. That treat was short-lived.